In the bustling city of Lagos, there lived a young woman named Amara. She was beautiful, with long flowing hair and a smile that could light up a room. Amara had a dream: to live a life of luxury and comfort. She believed that wealth was the key to happiness. Amara's boyfriend, Kelechi, was a kind and hard-working young man. He worked as a mechanic in a small garage. Kelechi loved Amara deeply and did everything he could to make her happy. But despite his efforts, he struggled to make ends meet. One sunny afternoon, while Amara was shopping at the market, she met Chidi, a wealthy businessman. Chidi was charming and sophisticated, with a sleek car and an air of confidence. He noticed Amara and struck up a conversation with her. "Hello, beautiful," Chidi said with a dazzling smile. "I'm Chidi. What's your name?" "I'm Amara," she replied, blushing slightly. Chidi was captivated by Amara's beauty and invited her to dinner at a fancy restaurant. Amara, excited by the prospect of being with a wealthy man, agreed without hesitation. As days turned into weeks, Amara and Chidi spent more time together. He showered her with expensive gifts and took her to the most exclusive places in the city. Amara felt like she was living a dream. One evening, Kelechi surprised Amara with a bouquet of flowers. He had saved up for weeks to buy them. But when he arrived at her apartment, he found her dressed in a glamorous outfit, ready to go out with Chidi. "Kelechi, we need to talk," Amara said, avoiding his eyes. Kelechi's heart sank. He knew what was coming. "Amara, I love you. Please, don't do this," Kelechi pleaded. "I'm sorry, Kelechi," Amara said, her voice cold. "But I can't live like this anymore. I want more from life, and Chidi can give me that." With those words, Amara walked out, leaving Kelechi heartbroken. At first, Amara enjoyed her new life with Chidi. She attended glamorous parties, wore designer clothes, and dined at the finest restaurants. But soon, she realized that something was missing. Chidi was often busy with work and had little time for her. When they were together, he treated her more like an accessory than a partner. One day, as Amara was scrolling through her phone, she saw a picture of Kelechi. He was smiling, holding a trophy for winning a local mechanic competition. His face was lit with joy and pride. Amara's heart ached with longing. She missed his warmth, his kindness, and the genuine love they shared. Amara decided to visit Kelechi's garage. She stood outside, watching him work. He looked happier and more confident than ever. Kelechi noticed her and walked over, wiping his hands on a rag. "Amara, what are you doing here?" he asked, surprised. "I made a mistake, Kelechi," Amara said, her eyes filling with tears. "I thought money would make me happy, but it didn't. I miss you, and I regret leaving you." Kelechi sighed, looking into Amara's eyes. He could see the sincerity in her words, but the pain of her betrayal was still fresh. "Amara, I cared for you deeply," Kelechi said softly. "But trust is hard to rebuild." Amara nodded, understanding the weight of her actions. She knew it wouldn't be easy to win Kelechi back, but she was determined to try. Amara started visiting the garage regularly, helping Kelechi with small tasks and trying to show him that she had changed. She spent time getting to know his friends and learning about his work. Slowly, Kelechi began to see the effort she was making. One evening, as they were closing the garage, Kelechi turned to Amara. "Let's take it one step at a time, Amara," he said with a small smile. "We'll see where this journey takes us." Amara smiled back, hope rekindling in her heart. She knew the road ahead would be challenging, but she was ready to prove that love, not money, was the true path to happiness. As the days turned into weeks, Amara's dedication did not waver. She continued to visit Kelechi's garage, learning more about his work and life. They shared stories and laughter, slowly rebuilding their connection. One afternoon, while they were working on a car together, Kelechi received a call. It was from a prestigious car manufacturing company, offering him a job. The company had noticed his talent and wanted him to join their team as a lead mechanic. Kelechi was overjoyed and shared the news with Amara. "Amara, this is a huge opportunity for me," Kelechi exclaimed, his eyes shining with excitement. "It's a dream come true." Amara felt a pang of jealousy, but quickly pushed it aside. She knew she had to support Kelechi, just as he had always supported her. "That's amazing, Kelechi. I'm so happy for you," Amara said, genuinely smiling. "You deserve this." Kelechi's new job meant he had to move to Abuja, the capital city. He was hesitant to leave Lagos, but knew it was a chance he couldn't pass up. Amara, determined to be by his side, offered to move with him. "Kelechi, I want to come with you," Amara said one evening as they sat by the beach, watching the sunset. "I know I made mistakes, but I want to be there for you, to support you." Kelechi looked at her, contemplating her words. He had seen the effort she was making and the sincerity in her actions. "Okay, Amara," he finally said. "Let's start anew in Abuja." In Abuja, Kelechi thrived in his new job, and Amara found work as a fashion designer. They rented a small but cozy apartment and began to rebuild their lives together. Their relationship grew stronger as they supported each other's dreams. One evening, as they sat on their balcony, Kelechi took Amara's hand. "Amara, I never thought we'd come this far," he said, looking into her eyes. "I'm glad we gave us another chance." Amara smiled, tears of joy in her eyes. "Thank you for believing in me, Kelechi. I promise to never take you for granted again." Life in Abuja wasn't always easy. There were times when they faced financial struggles and the pressures of their jobs. But through it all, they stood by each other, finding strength in their love. One day, Kelechi received an invitation to an international mechanics competition in South Africa. It was a chance to showcase his skills on a global stage. However, the competition required a significant entry fee and travel expenses, which they couldn't afford. Amara, seeing how much this opportunity meant to Kelechi, decided to sell some of her designs to raise the money. She worked tirelessly, pouring her heart and soul into each piece. Amara's hard work paid off, and she managed to raise enough money for Kelechi to participate in the competition. She surprised him with the funds, and Kelechi was overwhelmed with gratitude. "Amara, you didn't have to do this," Kelechi said, holding her close. "Thank you for believing in me." "You've always believed in me, Kelechi," Amara replied. "It's my turn to support you." With Amara's encouragement, Kelechi traveled to South Africa and gave his best at the competition. He faced tough competitors from around the world, but remained focused and determined. The day of the final competition arrived, and Kelechi showcased his skills with precision and expertise. The judges were impressed by his talent and dedication. When the results were announced, Kelechi's name was called as the winner. Back in Abuja, Amara received the news with tears of joy. She knew that this victory was not just Kelechi's, but theirs together. They had overcome challenges, learned from their mistakes, and grown stronger. As Kelechi returned home with his trophy, Amara welcomed him with open arms. They celebrated their triumph, knowing that their journey had just begun. The victory celebration was a modest yet heartfelt affair. Friends and family gathered at their apartment, filling it with laughter and joy. Kelechi proudly displayed his trophy on the living room shelf, a testament to their perseverance and love. Amara prepared a traditional Nigerian feast with jollof rice, suya, and pounded yam. As everyone enjoyed the meal, Kelechi stood up to give a toast. "To the love of my life, Amara," he began, holding up his glass. "Thank you for your unwavering support and belief in me. This trophy belongs to us both. Here's to many more victories together." The room erupted in applause, and Amara blushed, feeling grateful for the journey they had shared. With the international win, opportunities began pouring in for Kelechi. He was offered a lucrative position at a renowned car manufacturing company in Germany. The offer was tempting, promising a bright future and financial stability. However, it also meant leaving Nigeria and starting afresh in a foreign land. Amara and Kelechi had to make a tough decision. They sat together one evening, discussing their options. "Kelechi, this is an incredible opportunity for you," Amara said, holding his hand. "But moving to Germany is a big step. We'll be far from home and everything we know." "I know, Amara," Kelechi replied, deep in thought. "But it could open doors for both of us. I want to build a better future for us, and this could be the way." Amara nodded, understanding the weight of the decision. They decided to take a leap of faith, trusting that their love would guide them through the challenges ahead. Preparing for the move was both exciting and daunting. They packed their belongings, said their goodbyes, and boarded a plane to Germany. The cold, crisp air of Berlin greeted them as they stepped off the plane, a stark contrast to the warmth of Nigeria. Kelechi began his new job with enthusiasm, quickly impressing his colleagues with his skills and dedication. Amara, meanwhile, found work at a local fashion boutique, where she brought a touch of African flair to European designs. Life in Germany wasn't without its struggles. They faced language barriers, cultural differences, and moments of homesickness. There were days when the challenges seemed overwhelming, but they relied on each other for strength. One evening, after a particularly tough day, Kelechi found Amara sitting by the window, tears in her eyes. "Amara, what's wrong?" he asked, sitting beside her. "I miss home, Kelechi," Amara admitted, wiping her tears. "I miss our family, our friends, and the familiarity of Lagos." Kelechi wrapped his arms around her, offering comfort. "I miss it too, Amara, but we're building something new here. It's okay to feel this way, but we have each other. Together, we can overcome anything." Slowly, they began to find their footing in their new life. Kelechi's career flourished, and he was soon recognized as one of the top mechanics in the company. Amara's unique designs caught the eye of local fashion enthusiasts, leading to collaborations and opportunities to showcase her work. One day, Amara received an invitation to participate in Berlin Fashion Week. It was a dream come true, a chance to display her designs on an international stage. She worked tirelessly, pouring her heart and soul into her collection. The night of the fashion show arrived, and Amara was a bundle of nerves and excitement. Kelechi stood by her side, offering words of encouragement. "You've got this, Amara," he said, holding her hand. "Your designs are amazing, and everyone will see your talent tonight." As her models walked the runway, showcasing her vibrant and intricate designs, Amara felt a sense of pride and accomplishment. The audience erupted in applause, and she knew she had made her mark. After the show, Amara and Kelechi celebrated with their new friends and colleagues. Amidst the festivities, they received a surprise visit from their family and friends who had flown in from Nigeria to support them. The reunion was filled with tears, laughter, and heartfelt moments. Amara and Kelechi realized that while they had built a new life in Germany, their roots and connections to Nigeria remained strong. With their careers thriving and their love stronger than ever, Amara and Kelechi looked forward to the future with hope and excitement. They knew there would be more challenges ahead, but they were ready to face them together. As they stood on their balcony, looking out over the city, Kelechi took Amara's hand. "Amara, we've come so far," he said softly. "No matter where life takes us, I know we'll always have each other." Amara smiled, leaning into him. "Yes, Kelechi. Together, we can conquer anything." And so, their journey continued, filled with love, dreams, and the promise of a bright future. The next few years brought more successes and new challenges. Amara's fashion brand became internationally recognized, while Kelechi's innovative mechanical designs earned him numerous accolades. They traveled the world together, balancing work and their relationship with a deep sense of understanding and love. However, as their careers reached new heights, they faced an unexpected challenge, balancing their demanding work schedules with their desire to start a family. Both were deeply committed to their professions, but they also yearned for the joy of raising children. One evening, as they sat on their balcony overlooking Berlin, Amara broached the subject. "Kelechi, I've been thinking a lot about our future," she said, her voice thoughtful. "I love our life and our careers, but I also want to start a family. I want us to have children who will carry forward our legacy and love." Kelechi took her hand, understanding the depth of her words. "I feel the same way, Amara. We'll find a way to balance everything. We can create a future where our family and our dreams coexist." Determined to make it work, Amara and Kelechi began planning for a family. They decided to take a step back from their demanding schedules, prioritizing their time together. They moved to a quieter suburb of Berlin, where they bought a charming house with a garden. Months later, they were overjoyed to discover that Amara was pregnant. The news brought immense happiness and a renewed sense of purpose. They embraced this new chapter with excitement and love, preparing their home for the arrival of their child. The day finally arrived when Amara gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. They named her Adora, a name meaning daughter of all in Igbo, symbolizing their love and the unity of their journey. Holding Adora in their arms, they felt a profound sense of fulfillment and joy. Adeora's arrival brought a new kind of happiness to their lives. They cherished every moment, from her first smile to her first steps. They continued to support each other's careers, but their family always came first. As Adora grew, Amara and Kelechi made sure to instill in her the values of love, perseverance, and resilience. They often told her stories of their journey, the challenges they faced, and the love that kept them together. Years passed, and Adora blossomed into a talented and compassionate young woman. She inherited her mother's creativity and her father's technical skills, finding her own path in the world while carrying the legacy of her parents. One evening, as the sun set over their garden, Amara and Kelechi sat together, reflecting on their journey. Their home was filled with laughter, love, and the echoes of their shared experiences. "Kelechi, we've come so far," Amara said, her eyes shining with gratitude. "We've built a beautiful life together." Kelechi nodded, squeezing her hand gently. "Yes, Amara. We faced challenges and celebrated triumphs, but through it all, Our love has been our strength." As they watched Adora playing in the garden, they felt an overwhelming sense of peace and contentment. They knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever the future held, together. Under the twilight sky, Kelechi turned to Amara, his heart full of love. "Amara, I promise to continue this journey with you, no matter where life takes us. Together, we will create more beautiful memories and leave a legacy of love and strength." Amara smiled, her heart echoing his words. "And I promise to stand by you, Kelechi, through every challenge and every joy. Our love is our greatest adventure." With those promises, Amara and Kelechi embraced the future, knowing that their love would guide them through every step of the journey ahead. Their story, filled with love, perseverance, and resilience, was a testament to the power of true partnership and the beauty of shared dreams. And so, their tale continued, woven with love, hope, and the promise of a bright and beautiful future together.